Hey, good afternoon, friends. Jeff back again from Bygone with another spectacular survivor. This one's a 1993 Ford Bronco Eddie Bauer edition that is just loaded up with options. And this truck has just 56,600 original miles on it. As I mentioned earlier, loaded up. It's a 351 truck, of course, 4x4, leather interior, all the power goodies and things of that sort. Quad shock suspension, as you'd expect with a truck like this. And please see our other videos for detailed descriptions of the interior, undercarriage, engine compartment, as well as a standalone video just talking about the maintenance and production numbers and things like that. I did order a Marty report for this truck, so that video is a lot of fun as well. This one's going to be an exterior walk around, and just really want to highlight the spectacular condition of this truck. That is not black, ladies and gentlemen. That is factory emerald green metallic. But with that level of shine and depth, it really darkens up. This truck does wear what we believe to be 100% factory paint. I did use a different side of a pad every panel just to confirm that it has single stage paint on every panel, and went ahead and waxed this thing up really nicely. It does have a couple coats of high quality carnauba wax on it yet. I really wanted to pop that paint, and there's still nothing like a good old fashioned high quality carnauba for doing that. Notice details. In addition to all the maintenance records that prove the mileage, but when we're looking at vehicles to assess original paint and things like that, we're checking out things like pinstriping. Does it match? Is it consistent? Are there signs of any other pinstriping and things like that? And this truck checks all the boxes. Truck hails out of Idaho. It was a one-owner Bronco until 2021 when it passed hands into a second owner, and then we purchased the truck earlier this year. We did take a look, and the original owner did live on a gravel road, and that confirmed a couple suspicions. And when you get up really close to the truck, you can see that behind the front tire and behind the rear tire, you do have some rock chipping from spitting up that gravel. Again, from 2 feet away, you don't see it, but it is something that I did want to point out. You also get that chipping on the leading edge of the hood as well. So again, from a few feet away, you don't see it, but get up close and you'll catch a little bit of that. Since we're here on the front end, really just want to highlight the incredible condition of the front grille, the headlight bezels, the front bumper. It's obvious that this truck has been garaged since day one. For example, the bumpers don't stay like this if they've been sitting outside. There's absolutely no pitting. Only a couple really light scratches that probably don't even come up on the camera, and they're over here on this driver's side. Those of you familiar with these trucks know that so many of them end up with a couple scratches on that driver's side because guys put their feet up on the bumper to make repairs or check fluids and things of that sort. But just beautiful. You can see the level of depth and gloss in this paint. It just pops. Oh my gosh, this truck would look so spectacular in anybody's collection. Moving around to the passenger side, this is a good opportunity to point out all the factory wheels also look terrific. There's very little wear at all anywhere on that aluminum wheel clear coat. We'll talk about mechanicals in another video, but yes, the tires are brand new. Haven't put a mile on them yet. They'll go out for their maiden voyage when we do the ride along video in just a little bit. But I mean, look at this. Those of you who follow us know I use this phrase every once in a while, but this truck is stupid clean. Stupid clean. Look at things like the windshield trim. See, there's none of that rainbowing effect that you get when it starts to wear. Wiper arms are original. Glass is all original on the truck. And I mention that because there's two chips. See them there? And we'll show you that it is Car-Lite glass in just a second. The other thing that's just so cool about this truck is, again, like the gutters, all the seam seal there is in spectacular shape. Roof looks fantastic as well. The cap, again, if you needed any other proof that this truck has been pampered and garaged since day one, look no further than the impeccable condition of this cap. It is just truly spectacular. So little wear anywhere on this truck. It was such an easy detail. I hate to say that because I always like to say, oh, we spent, hours and hours, but no, we waxed it. Hardware there for the spare tire carrier looks fantastic. Here's one flaw that I do want to point out. See that larger ding or dent there? I think at one time, maybe the spare tire carrier swung open and maybe flexed that just a little bit. Now, my PDR technician won't work on vehicles this old, so I'm hoping that the next owner has a guy who will work on this, because I think just a little paintless dent removal will get that out. But again, over here on this passenger side, more of the same. Something else worth noting on this truck is how nice all the rubber is. You do have one ding, it looks like, on every piece of trim. So that's something, just to mention. But again, going back to the rubber, again, further proof that this truck has spent its life indoors. You look at how nice and dark all the trim is, how nice and dark the mirrors are. Even look at the chrome on the door handles. Just spectacular. My goodness, you if you can't sense my excitement, let's go ahead and let's open up the spare tire, or the rear tailgate. So we'll unlatch the tire carrier. Original spare Wrangler RTS is still on the truck. And again, further proof of how this truck was stored and the dry environment it was in. Look at that spare tire, or that spare wheel. That rim is incredible. Rear bumper, again, more of the same. No disappointments. Something else I wanted to mention too. So this truck has the towing package on it, but notice that there are no marks here on the silver. And inevitably, if this truck had been towing over the years, a tongue of a trailer would have nicked that at some point. At least it seems like it on almost any truck that I've owned over the years. So again, if this truck towed anything, it probably only did it a couple times. And if I had to bet, I would say that it never did. But again, no excuses. Tailgate panel is incredible on this truck, an original. Tail lights look just like the headlights. Let's go ahead and let's open up the tailgate. This is something else I wanted to show off a little bit. is look at the plating on this truck. All of the original plating is just so bright. The other thing I wanted to mention is the original owners must have hauled things in the back from time to time. As I scan here, notice that there are some scratches on the tailgate. So again, nothing that I would consider to be like unsightly or, detracting from the truck, but they are there, and I did want to let you know. Again, please see the other videos for the interior. This is probably a good time to do this and drop my chapstick. But yeah, rear window operates. I had it open just because I knew I was going to drop the tailgate. Again, another shot of the top over from this side, more of the same. If you've been looking for a 92 to 96 Bronco, Survivor with low miles, that has zero rust, and that has a great provenance with it as well, with detailed maintenance records, a Carfax report that shows mileage year after year. This is it, ladies and gents. Honestly, it doesn't get, I don't think it gets any better than this. The color combo is so striking. Again, Idaho truck, all the boxes are checked. We're taking a look over here at the wheels on the driver's side, more of the same. It leaves you absolutely speechless. As with all of our vehicles for sale, if you have any questions, if you feel like, hey, you didn't mention this or you didn't mention that, reach out, give a holler, and we're happy to take any additional photos and things like that you may need. Look at the gloss on this hood. All right, friends. I think that wraps things up for this exterior walk around. Thank you. Thank you all so much for your support, and we can't wait to get this 93 Ford Bronco Eddie Bauer into the hands of a new caretaker. Take care.